I think that the biggest mistake that I see family members make when someone is suffering from an addiction is this totally understandable idea that there's got to be something out there. There's got to be a hook. There's got to be a magic something, some kind of an answer. And sometimes there is. Sometimes miracles do happen. I'm not going to take that away from anybody. God bless. I think, though, that thinking of someone who is suffering with addiction and wanting so much to help them, wanting to do everything you can in their power, yet at the same time feeling frustrated that we've tried everything. We've tried inpatient, we've tried outpatient, we've tried AA meetings, we've tried what the neighbors recommended and what other friends have recommended, and nothing seems to work. Again, the mistake I think that many people make is not understanding this idea of motivation. So your loved one is motivated, is driven to go back to whatever addiction they're suffering from, whether it is uh, gambling, food, sex, pornography, heroin, cocaine, alcohol. There's a motivation for them to continue using that substance at certain points of their, let's say, stages of disease. Okay. So, how do you, as a loved one, someone who desperately wants your person to get better, what do you do? What do you do when they're so motivated to keep on going back and keep going back and seemingly not learning from their mistakes, seemingly making the same mistake over and over again? Al-Anon, Nar-Anon meetings are for you. They have been tremendously helpful. I strongly recommend them. On the other hand, though, we have to be a little bit careful in not taking their thesis too far. So what I mean by that is that in Al-Anon, that the very famous catchphrase is, you didn't cause it, you can't cure it, and you can't control the other person. Now, there is a lot of good from that, and there's a lot of truth from that. However, there's another side, and the other side is almost that you're powerless. There's nothing you can do. Just let go and hope for the best. That's a side that we really can make a lot of progress on. And what I mean by that is that you have probably more power than you know that you have. Even if you have tried everything that you can think of, I've seen so many cases like this, and we've had successful outcomes. And the way we do that is by taking a behavioral approach, a very clear look at the contingencies that are rewarding behavior and those that are punishing behavior. When we look clearly at those, you will be surprised how many things that you or other loved ones may be doing that provides even more motivation for that person to go back to their disease. It's counterintuitive. It seems common sense. Hell, I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to go out and push my person to go use heroin. However, we do that without even knowing about it. So obviously what I'm kind of referring to here is codependency, or sometimes you'll hear this as enabling. Enabling has gotten a bad rap, that term, the definition. What's the definition of enabling? Enabling is helping someone. Enabling is helping someone to do something. We enable our children to go to college. We enable our children to go to high school, to graduate. Enabling is not in and of itself a bad thing. However, sometimes we enable the disease of addiction to get worse. That's right. We have a stake, we have a role, we have a responsibility, and we have power to make the person worse or better. At least the potential. The potential is there. And again, I've seen this in so many cases. So to get more specific in this, I would ask you to consider where your loved one is at. Consider the things that have already been tried and have failed. And at this point, if this is you probably could use someone who is highly skilled at family counseling, at understanding the role that family members play in addiction, and trying to learn some new ways of incentivizing or rewarding the behaviors that you're looking for. So with my families, I ask to think of a V-shaped curve. I ask you to think of your loved one. Everything that they do is either furthering their addiction, worse and worse, or is helping them to recover. I'm thinking of a young man right now who was here, all the way up here, now has not only gained sobriety, abstinence, engaged into lifestyle changes, going through therapy, going through some of the programs maybe that your loved ones have, but is now continuing to really thrive. That's the top of my fingertips here, if you will, the ability to flourish and to thrive. So look at your loved one. What steps are they taking? Is your loved one sitting at home right now reading a book about addiction and educating himself or herself? That's a step we want to see over here. Is your loved one, I don't know, maybe not working, not making any steps towards work, not making any steps towards education, not making any progress towards independence and functioning? If this is the case, which it is unfortunately for so many families, give me a call. Talk to me. I'll give you some specifics. I'll give you some ideas. Most of my patients tell me, I have never thought about it this way. I have never looked at it this way. This is where we start to find success. We think outside of the box. We think about trying things just a little bit differently. Oftentimes I'll see families that are so close. They're almost there, but they're just missing two components, two key components, or two or three key components that can get them to the place of success. My phone number is on this website. My email is on the website. I take calls 24 hours a day. When I'm on vacation, I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about what can I do, not only to help you, but to help your family members. It's my passion. I love working with people. I'll be glad to offer you some assistance. Have a great day. And a day like this, glorious October day, hope you're enjoying yourself. Thank you.